The outbreak of COVID-19 has caused the Malaysian government to take several steps towards the implementation of Movement Control Order, which is MCO. The effects of MCO due to COVID-19 not only affects the macro level but at micro level as well, especially those group of households. The group of households were expected to face high economic risk and directly affect their consumption patterns during the implementation of Movement Control Order, which is MCO.
This study will analyze the pattern of households' consumption in Malaysia based on different income groups, which is B40 and M40, during the implementation of MCO due to the spread of COVID-19 pandemic. So now, what is the household consumption? Consumption expenditure is referred to the total expenditure a resident household makes on goods or services used to meet their needs or wants. It does not include social transfer in kind and only include health, education, and housing expenditure. Special cases such as housing services produced by owners are recorded as expenditures of the household. Consumer theory is the study of how people decide to spend their money based on their individual preferences and budget constraints. Building a better understanding of individual tastes and incomes is important because these factors impact the shape of the overall economy.
The problem that we found in this article is for saving. There are high percentage that indicate a situation where 38.5% of respondents have saving for 1 to 3 months. And all in all, the majority have shown the respondents only have saving for less 6 months. Based on this pie chart, the purchase and payment for B40 and M40, which is 25% of respondent B40 use their saving food to buy food more than others. It's same for respondent of M40, which is only 21% of them. The financial ability to recover for B40 and M40, all in all, the highest amount of respondents are mostly save 1 to 3 months only. Based on all the analysis, it clearly shows that 1 to 6 months, we use a large of expenses, especially for the basic needs. For example, they are unemployed, receive half salary, forced to take annual leave and lost their business because of economic crisis by COVID-19 pandemic. So, they have no solution, only use their saving.
Other than that, the data shows the difference between food consumption for M40 and B40 before and after MCO. For M40, before the MCO, they prefer to buy food once a week with a percentage of 54.7%. And after the MCO, they also prefer to buy food once a week, but the percentage is higher than before the MCO with a percentage of 64.3%. The least chosen option by M40 to buy food during before MCO and after MCO is once a month, with a percentage of 10.9% before the MCO, and after the MCO, the percentage becomes lower, which is 7%. While for B40, their choice to buy food before MCO and after MCO is once a week, with a percentage of 48.6% before the MCO, and the percentage become higher than before, which was 60.7% after the MCO. The last option that B40 choose to buy food during before MCO and after MCO is more than 4 weeks. The percentage before the MCO was 13.7% and become lower after the MCO with a percentage of 4.4%. From this, we can see that both M40 and B40 prefer to buy food once a week.
The findings show that the groups of households experience change in daily consumption pattern after the implementation of MCO. Due to insufficient saving, this has caused the households stay anxious of their consumption, especially if the MCO is further extended for longer period. The government plays an important role at this moment. So, What is the step can government focus to deal with this issue?
People were prohibited from engaging in any outside activity during MCO. Consequently, they are unable to find a source of revenue to cover all their expenses and loans. Therefore, to solve this problem, households need to review and set a new budget for the expenses during MCO. For example, prioritize essential spending and cut back on non-essential items. Besides, the government can provide direct financial aid, changing the level of tax and give an exemption for debt payment. As a result, the people will not burden during the MCO period and can resume paying their debts after the MCO period.
In conclusion, there are many ways government can do to approach and help people to empower individuals and stimulate economic growth. For example, make a loan, refinancing and budget prioritizing by government to a citizen. Overall, individual and government should be combined in addressing to adequate financial challenge and promoting economic resilience during pandemic or other crises.